In West Rashid, Shia and Sunni factions are waging a battle for real estate, control of the black market economy, and the wasta.
After you've been oppressed for so long, your reaction to freedom, your reaction to this type of environment, to chaos, is to say, well, I better get control or get chaos before I end up like I did before. I better get control amidst all the hectic environment, and that control being the wasta, being the power, get as much as I can, because this is my only chance, or I'll end up like I did before, which is basically, essentially repressed.
Adding fuel to the fire is the Arab tradition of the blood debt.
What if these two guys' mothers got hurt? What if their mother got hurt? We would have created two more fighters.
It's gone on for thousands of years in the Middle East, and it's all about honor. And then when you besmirch somebody's honor, they feel compelled to retaliate or get revenge or have a blood feud. In other words, you've harmed me, you've hurt me, so that gives me a license to hurt you. It becomes very cyclical, and it keeps going and going and going and going. It just grows and grows and grows.
Edward Gibbon, in Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, had the best description of the blood debt. Every man, at least every family, was the judge and avenger of his own cause. The interest and principal of the bloody debt are accumulated. The individuals of either family lead a life of malice and suspicion, and 50 years may sometimes elapse before the account of vengeance be finally settled.
It's part of the culture. Whether it's good or bad, doesn't matter. It's part of their culture and the way things are done and they operate. And it can make things very, very complex and very, very difficult.
The violence between Sunni and Shia did not start immediately after the fall of Saddam's regime. The so-called civil war had to be inflamed.
The Al-Qaeda certainly took advantage of the culture and what was going on in the culture. And things were relatively quiet at first because we were there, and of course we were seen as the occupiers. We had invaded Iraq, so we were sort of the common enemy for a while, and the attention was focused on us. After things sort of settled down and Al-Qaeda's agenda became known, next thing they were pitting the Sunni against the Shia, because it's to Al-Qaeda's advantage to have things remain chaotic in Iraq. As long as Iraq is festering and there's lots of turmoil, Al-Qaeda doesn't care if they run up the casualties on their side or somebody else's, just as long as there's lots of casualties and there's lots of chaos. It works out well for them either way.